Outside with Sherlock. He was fretful when I got him out of the apartment. He sat by the door and hoped he could sneak back in, but we didn't allow that. My son and I are at a different part today, and he doesn't like the noise of that horn.
He's like, please get me away.
It's locked. It's okay, Sherlock. So yeah, he didn't like that. The horn's gone. Horn's gone.
Come on, kitty.
So anyways, Reggie had to carry him to the car because he was not cooperative. And when he was in the car, he was meowing, but he was at least exploring, which was an improvement over yesterday, where he barely explored. And he kept on moving around today, so that was good. And then when we got here, I opened the car door, and he started immediately by looking out the door, which was definitely different than yesterday, where he was hiding under the seat when we arrived at the park. And then, on his own initiative, he got out. Now, yesterday, I let him go into the strip of woods after the video I made that he wanted to go into, and he found a tree with a hollow trunk. He went in and he wouldn't come back out. I couldn't reach him. It was that big. Reggie couldn't get him, and Jasmine finally was able to get him. He also was not a happy camper after that, and we ended up just putting him in the car and leaving him there while we enjoyed the park for a while. Truman, I can control that. It's okay.
He wants to go back inside.
Probably, but he's not going yet. So, he walked all the way over to there by the gate and then came back here and was going to go off over there, and then that car alarm went off and freaked him out because he's not used to car alarms.
I think that's the first time he heard it, other than from inside of the apartment.
I'm sure it was very much quieter than out here.
Yeah. Unless
I'm hoping he's going to relax and start exploring again. Yep, here we go. I haven't been able to figure out what it is that catches his interest. And I can hear birds. He doesn't really seem to be focusing on the birds. He seems to definitely be using his eyeballs, though. This is the interesting thing about cats. They don't behave like dogs do on a walk. They have different motives and interests than dogs do. So it's really interesting to see his mode of exploration. It's okay, Sherlock. It's just a dumb car. Honk, honk, honking. So, this is a small park. It actually has an old family cemetery in it. I don't know how old, but There's a fairly new monument in there, so some of it's old and some of it's not. But it is chained shut, at least nominally, so it's not like they want people going in there. However, I would suspect, given the stones that are in there, that this is indeed pretty old. Although I used to deliver mail in this community, I never actually stopped at this park. That type of marker there, where they've got the slot in the stone and then they've got the arched stone fitted into it, is definitely of an older type of older type. So yeah, this is a very old cemetery. Truman, you scared him. Well, I don't know what he's looking for, but maybe he's looking for ghosts. Not that I believe in such rubbish as ghosts, but yesterday he was very curious about the trees. He didn't actually try to climb one more than a few inches off the ground, but he definitely had an interest in them. I'm so happy to see him in a more cheerful mood than yesterday, more inquisitive. Yesterday, after we got him out from under the trunk, Jasmine had come around with her friend with Tripper, the St. Bernard, and they were following us very closely while I was holding Sherlock, and so Sherlock was, well, basically don't pull. He had sunk his, don't pull, German. If he wants me, then he can have me. I had tried to hold on to him by his neck, and then he saw the dog, and he started wiggling around and clawing at my arm, so I pulled him in close to me. I was keeping him restrained, but if I let up a bit, he would try to climb up, and it seemed that his goal was going to be to climb up onto my head. And I didn't really feel like becoming a pincushion for a cat's claws. So eventually I ended up, he came around, I ended up giving him to Iregi at Iregi's insistence, and Iregi carried him to the car and we left him there. And he was underneath the seat for quite a while, and then he laid down in the back wheel, the footwell on the passenger side where Reggie usually sits. I'm wondering if maybe his feet feel warmer on the wood than on the ground, and that's why he's using the protruding root ball, I guess we call it. Or if he's just using it as a vantage point, maybe, to try and find things to capture, or at least see better. There's a tree that somebody did up in December for Christmas and never took down the decorations. So this is in the township of Miami, and also the village of Milford. It's a weird confluence of two different political districts. Oh, there he's
actually
going.
climbing.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at him go.
What? You want
I
to
think
climb
he feels
higher?
more confident because he's got, it's more like a ladder than a normal tree climb for a cat.
Uh-oh. No,
Don't worry. Don't worry. He knows.
He's like,
He knows. He just can't let go. There we go. You got down just fine. Did you like that, Sherlock? Do you want to try again, maybe?
He's shaking from it. He didn't like it.
Well,
You want to go to the shiny tree?
all up to him.
Shiny tree? Imagine how weirded out it's gonna be when those trees start turning green.
Yeah. There's also over there another part of the park is a little play area for kiddies because there's that apartment complex over there. And this street here is called Riverside, and that's because down there is the river. I'm not sure what the name of the river is though. That's why there's lots of forest here as well. I mean, between the park and the river. It's the steep slope has probably in the past made it seem like a bad place to build, and so they left it alone. Oh, and Sherlock is on the prowl again.
You went zoom zoom.
Maybe because I went zoom zoom. I mean walking.
You can see the river from here. It's very light blue.
Yep, there's the river down there. Don't let him go in the forest very far. Or at least don't let him go by a tree with a hole in the stump. Or in the bottom of the trunk, I mean. Oh, you'd like to get in there, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Go walk over there somewhere so you can talk to you.
Alright, well, I'll try. Hey, Sherlock. Sherlock. Yep. I have an influence. He wants to be near Daddy.
Maybe we could take him on the trail.
What trail? Back there?
There's a trail over there.
We can get him to go in that direction, we could. Another tree hugging. Well, nope, he gave up on that one.
Probably marking his territory.
No, he didn't rub his glands on anything. Don't let him get too close to the fence because I don't want him going through there.
He can't.
It's not that I'm afraid that the zombies will grab him and take him down and eat him. Oh, that's interesting. This must have been part of the original entryway, or one of the entryways. Unfortunately,
S. Brunson. August 5th.
WM stands for William. So William S. Brunson.
August 5th, 1867.
Age
67-year-old.
So 67 years, 5 months, and 12 days. So this is actually a gravestone. Why it's out here instead of in there, I don't know. Maybe because it was so heavy they didn't want to bother.
And then there's a chain around a hand holding a heart.
I can't read what... Can you read this one? It almost looks like it says Highland. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's Highland. The rest I can't read. But there is a picture on the side.
Is that 1900 or 1800? I think that's August 1st, is it? Or
First.
1800?
No, 31st.
31st. Is that 1800?
1800. 1888.
Oh, 1888. Are you sure that's an 88? Because this is an 8 here. It doesn't look like those. Huh. That's
Maybe it's
from a long time ago.
1886.
So at one point these were standing up, and that arch was on top of one of the pairs. And I guess somebody in their infinite juvenility may have knocked it all down. Or maybe it was purposely knocked down to prevent damage. Yeah, it's a doggy.
Yes.
It's a doggy. Do you want another dog experience, kitty cat? careful.
Yeah.
So, the newest... I told you not to let him get too close to the fence. The newest obelisk sports some damage. Huh. I'm guessing this was moved from a different location for whatever reason. There's another obelisk over there. And yeah, this is, I can see 1867 on this one here. John Irwin, born April 1st, 1800, died September 10th, 1867. So, if I could go over the fence, I would, but I don't know if it's allowed or not. But it's very interesting. Oh, yes. He would be happy to get in there, because there's a back way out, but it would be a pain in the butt to get him out of there. The one he was in was much larger than that, though, and it only had one way in and out. Stop pulling.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to.
Truman.
Not to let him over there.
Truman, he can go close, just not in. That's easy to control. So, this is going much better because there are no dogs, so I'm glad we didn't go to the same park as yesterday.
What is it? Do you want to go to the water?
So, out of the multiple villages that I served as a post office carrier, or mail carrier, or mailman, this is one of the communities that I deliver to the most often, or part of one of the communities anyways. You want to be the cameraman and I'll hold on to him?
Yes, please.
Okay, cameraman. Full of curiosity and the tail's wagging. Try to get him full frame, German, okay? Not cut off the tail.
It's hard to do that when he's moving the tail.
Well, the tail gives a message.
No.
It smells something interesting, that's for sure.
Maybe another cat's territory, Mark.
Maybe. Or maybe he smells a prey animal.
Maybe there's a squirrel in the area.
Something that he likes to chew on. Perhaps.
Hey?
I've got control. Relax. Definitely smells something interesting there. Whether it's another cat or something else, I don't know. I'm guessing it might be a cat, but what do you say? He really likes that one nub there. Something about it is.
Maybe a prey animal rubbed against it too hard and left a few pieces of fur on it.
No, you may not go in there. You will not allow that. I had enough of that crap yesterday.
I was afraid we'd have to call the
Back up.
animal rescue. Yes, you can smell, but not go in there. I know it smells like food, but food doesn't mean, oh, it's a great place to go in there. Totally, people with chainsaws won't have to come and rescue me and make loud noises and scare me.
The only bad thing about this harness, which we discovered yesterday, was that for whatever reason, although it's a fairly small harness, it fits fairly well on him. It's large enough behind the legs that he can, when we were trying to, Reggie made an effort to remove him from the bowl, or the hole in the tree trunk. And when he did so, he was pulling on the cat, but also on the harness. and the harness, the cat was actually able to extract both of his legs from the harness. And for a while, it was up on his head. If you can imagine that, the whole device was on his head. He looked rather silly. But then he decided to try and climb up higher into the tree, inside of the tree, so he managed to pull it off of his head and back onto his neck. So, small blessing there. Back up.
Hey.
Nope, you can't go in there. Not after what happened yesterday. You did not want to come out, so you cannot get in. So don't worry, I've got control of the situation.
There's bones in there. Weird.
Some animal is using it.
I wonder if they're still living there.
Back up so you can see the tail, please. Tails are important communication tools for cats.
I know that.
Along with posture and ears.
I know that.
Ears and, you know.
You think I don't have a cat with you? Do you think I don't live with a cat every day?
Nope, I don't.
Slap you.
Ha ha ha. Elder abuse. I'm going to call Adult Protective Services.
No. I don't want to climb over the fence and get in trouble. Just to get you, you little mischievous crap, out of there.
Oh, I have a cat.
Yeah. Heard it again.
He's curious. He wants to visit the zombies and ghosts. Ooh. Ooh. It's scary in there, Sherlock. Don't go in. You'll be a midnight snack.
Midnight snack my butt.
Where are you going to go? Okay. What, do you want to go with him? Sherlock, do you want to go with him?
Just take him away from me.
I don't have any control over where he wants to go, if I'm being nice. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No holes. You can try all you like, cat. You're not going to get into any holes. Not today. Maybe if I had some treats to entice you with, which I don't. I guess you feel warmer on the tree roots. Can't say I blame you. Ground is colder than the wood. Oh, he just can't make up his mind. Other than, I want to go in here. I want to go in. I want to go in. He's vexed because I won't let him go in the hole. Yeah. Nope, you can't go in the hole. Told you already, kitty cat. No holes because you were naughty yesterday. I understand that you were scared and you felt safe in there, but that's not an excuse that I'm willing to let you get away with and then suffer it again. I think he's looking for you, Reggie. Do you see Reggie? Boy, I guess he really didn't want to be seen because he's not visible to me. Reggie? Are you okay? Yeah, he's not happy that I'm not letting him go into the hole. Oh, he tried to trick me. It didn't work. There he is. No, you may not go into the graveyard.
That hill is steep.
Hey! Did you want to go play over there?
Yeah.
Want to take care of him? German?
Why don't we get him used to obstacles?
Guess we could. Come on, Sherlock. See, this is the problem with cats. You can't lead them. Come on. Come on. Come on. Huh. Well, I guess it's time to pick you up, buddy. Say hello. Hello. It's okay, there's stuff to explore here too. Reggie's on the swing. And sorry if this is boring for people who are not cat lovers. And for those of you who are cat lovers, thank you for watching. If you're a cat hater, I'm surprised you're still watching. Cats are amazing, just like dogs. I mean, well, not just like dogs, but they're amazing. Just in different ways from dogs sometimes. Although he plays fetch sometimes. He'll bring something to me that he wants me to throw for him to retrieve and bring back. And he's hoping for another hole. And his favorite thing nowadays is masturbation. He likes a nice soft blanket and he'll grab onto it like he's grabbing onto the neck of a female. And then he will hump to his heart's content. And he does it every day. He also likes to look out the window that overlooks the balcony because he can see cardinals and squirrels and other birds. And then when he gets excited about that, he'll sit there twitching, and he knows there's a window or something in the way blocking him, so he doesn't attempt to go through it. But you'll see him twitch as if he wants to lunge forward or something, or make a move. And then I'll open the balcony door and he'll go out there, slink out there, and he'll watch and watch until either it gets too cold or he gets bored looking at the prey he can't touch. Don't worry, Sherlock, we won't be out here too much longer. Do you want to go back to the car? But you do. Come on, Sherlock. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't know if he realizes he's on a leash. If he's conscious enough for that or not. But he certainly isn't making much of an effort to run around. Well, anyways, I think that's enough for today. Sorry, it's not quite as amusing as yesterday, but at least he didn't get stuck in a tree. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching and have a great day. Say bye, Ricky.
Bye.